Hello, good morning or good evening to everyone. My name is Joshua Jewel MII. My section is NW201, and today I will be showing you how to download and install Arch Linux in a VirtualBox. So first, we must go to our web page or the site that we need to download our Arch Linux. Starting here, just type it in your browser, Arch Linux download, and then go over here, the Arch Linux website. Click on it and then scroll all the way down until you find this part, the worldwide with a go.mirror-bgkbuild.com. Click it, it will direct us into another site, and then click the third option, this one, highlighting it, this one. Click it, and then your download will start. As you have seen over here, I have already started downloading the files so that we are prepared and this flow of program will continue as planned. So after downloading it, next order of business shall be opening our VirtualBox. If you haven't downloaded VirtualBox, I should send a link in the description that should explain how to download and install the VirtualBox Manager. So while we're here, we need to click the new. Let's full screen it. Let us click new. Let's name our file or the virtual machine Arch Linux, and then the ISO image, the one that we downloaded, right over there. It depends on where you download it, but since we've downloaded it inside the web or just download it directly to a website, it should be in the downloads right here, this PC, and then downloads. Just scroll down, don't panic, just find it. It takes some time to get used to, so just find it, click downloads, and then click the Arch Linux. And then going next, you have a base memory of 40 or just 4 gigs. Go there, 4 gigs, 496, that should be good. Having a 2 processing CPUs. And just click on next. And then over here we need a 8 gig, that's the minimum, 8 gigs. So with that, let's move on to next. And in summary, just double check on what you have and just to make sure of what we need to do and what we might have missed. So after that, we click on finish. Now the Arch Linux is over there, so now we're moving on to our next step. Moving on to our next step, let's go to settings, and over here on settings, let's go to system. So we'll go to the system, uncheck floppy disk, and enable EFI, this one over here. I'm hovering my mouse. Let's check that one and go to display, find something else, or go back to system, go back to processor, and maybe add some more CPUs. The more the processors, the greater the performances, and it will just run smoothly. And then if we hover over the storage over here, if we haven't done anything or maybe you forgot to click the Arch Linux, just go here and go to optical drives, or just find the Arch Linux BI properly and just maybe find the Arch Linux ISO in the downloads. But since we have already done that, we are fine. So that's about it in this part, and we could just click OK. Then we're moving on to our next step. So now we can start, literally start. We just have to wait. It will power up. It will take some time, so we can just relax, and it really takes some time, so just chill. You can choose any of this, but we should choose the first one. Click on enter, and then wait again. Now it is installing or downloading. You just have to wait. It takes a while, but it's worth the wait. Now we are here. Just relax. You just have to type a command or words if you like. Here, type python space /f space arch install guided. Enter. To wait. Let me just minimize this. So after waiting, you can just chill. So after waiting there, now we can just adjust this to whatever we want. So in here we can just fix what we want to do or have us be something. So in this configuration, we just have to find partitioning system, manual partitioning, then just go to here, the free space read only, click enter, confirm and exit. Swap true, hosting Arch Linux. With password we could create a user account. The user, just user, and just have a password for the user. Click user, user, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. User 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As one more type of verification. User 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Password should not match. So we can just repeat again. USER 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. USER 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. User yes supervisor put it as default and confirm and exit, and can have a reboot unless set up manually. Copy ISO installation. Do that. UTC times on UTC. Copy ISO configuration to installation. And then automatic time sync true optional repositories. Same configuration install. One config missing is this configuration. You must go to it. Bootloader. We must change our bootloader to systemctl. Oh, it's right here. So bootloader is that. This configuration, manual partitioning. Click this one. Click space so that it shows the asterisk. You can see it over there. There's an asterisk. If there's an asterisk there, then it will, and it means that it's selected. So we can click enter, confirm and exit, and now we can double check. One config is missing is this configuration, so we can go back to it. Manual partitioning, that one, X, confirm and exit, click enter. It's not happening, but nothing's working. This configuration drives. Let me just find it. Localhost defined. For layout US, go back to this. Mirrors, region, custom mirrors, root password profile, go back, additional packages, leave blank to skip. So optional repositories, what to leave testing. Go back here, this configuration, CBS partition layout, go to here, only false, go to BTRFS, you click it and click enter, and yes, default. Now would you like yes, BTRFS compression, click yes, and now we have this configuration. Now in disk encryption, set one drives, encryption password, we basically don't need that. So in here we could look at it. Activity to boot. that one. So if you go back, partitioning, create lines, revive, MIB, create partition, some volumes, create a new partition, UTRFs, enter start default sectors, enter end sectors. So we go into that, we're gonna go cancel, manual partitioning, pre-mounted configuration. So we could be on this layout OneDrive here. So now with basically everything checked out, you could make a double check around it. So they have a save configuration. Okay, save all, save directory, and we could just install. And we wait again, or we could just chill. Have it be just that. Just don't worry when it's like this, as long as it's has like work running here, or it doesn't just stops momentarily or for a very long period of time. You should just wait. It just really takes time, you know. So we just chill, just wait for it, as it will just happen. If something prompts like this, press enter to continue formatting that STA in. Just click enter. 5, 4, 3. You have a countdown, and we just chill. 3, 2, 1. Unlocking our partitions. 15. Yeah. So we just chill, you know. Do not worry if something like this appears. Just make sure that you're connected to the internet, as it's the most important thing, and it should be able to download the things that it's needed, such as this one, that are like moving things, just in the bottom of my screen. Highlighting it now. I can't move my mouse there, but it's somewhere in here. This too, it means that it's downloading. So just, you know, chill and wait for it to happen. Just don't worry if it takes time. Just let it happen. And if it's finished, then it's finished. If it's not, then it's not. So in this part, we can just click no to, if you want to customize it and input some other codes, you can just click yes. But for me, I'll just click no. And in here, we just have to type. So now here in this part, we can click or input shutdown now, and click on enter, and just wait for it to happen, as if this will shut down this one, and we can move on to the next part, which is, so now moving on here, go to settings, as we've clicked, go back all the way down to storage, and remove the attachment that is the Arch Linux that we have created. So now we can remove it. Now it's gone. Let's click OK, and then let's start it all again. The Arch Linux. Remember, it's Arch Linux, not the CentOS or whatever the things that you have created here. It is Arch Linux. Now we wait. Click for the first one. Or if we just waited like that, it has like some seconds that it will just automatically click in the first one. And we're here, Arch Linux login, user, password, user, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. User. Now in here, we have commands to do, to have this install some other files. Like example, ping linux.org. See, it shows those. Just chill and wait. And remember that it has to be, or it needs to have that user Arch Linux right here. This one to have something, or to input a command, that it could be ping Arch Linux, or I'll put the commands in the description so that we are not lost in what we need to do. And it's just a series of codes or a series of commands that we need to enter, and then just enter it here, and then we could just chill, you know. You just have to wait for this to finish. Just make this work. In this part, if you want this to stop, just click Control C I repeat, Control C to make this stop, because this is just a series of codes, and you can move on to inputting the commands. Thank you. So now that we are over here, we just click Control C to make it stop and input some other commands, such as this one, pacman space dash capital S network manager network dash manager dash applet. Click on enter. You cannot perform this operation unless you are root. So we need to be root to make that happen. We just click on the other ones. systemctl start space network manager. Failed to start our access denied. System log, system status, service for details. You just put systemctl enable network manager. Systemctl cannot be found. Systemctl enable network manager. Failed to unit access denied. So in here, let's go back up, ping.linux, or we could just restart this one. Let's go back here, click on X, save the machine state, send shutdown signal, power off the machine, or we could just enter reboot. Just enter reboot, or you just exit it. Power off the machine. Oops. Start it again. You go back to it. If we just wait like that, or we didn't click anything, it just automatically go there. So here we are, let's log in, click root, okay, correct. We just put in our things, user 1 2 3 4 5. In the moment of encountering error, when you log in and you can't input the commands that I have given in the description, you can kindly type sudo and su. Just click this and enter. It will make you log into your password, or it will make you log into your username or your password if you don't know anything, or you didn't set up some user. You can click on ROT for the username, and then click ROT again for the password. And if that didn't happen, or if this worked, then fine, we can go to the next step, which is installing what is in here. But in the moment that something error happens, we could type in pacman space dash sy. What will happen is this will update the drivers to the latest version, so that in the moment of crisis or anything that happened, we can just go back here and click on anything. And then moving on here in our Arch Linux, we could
Hello,
go
today
all the
we will
way to We could go all the way here, then we could type it again, pacman -sy, or s only, network manager space, make sure you get the right spelling, network manager applet, and you just have to wait and click yes. It will just ask you to prompt, make sure you have capital Y or just simple Y. If it didn't work with the simple Y, then go ahead for the capital Y, and we just have to wait. As of recording this video, as you've seen that it's not that finished yet, it takes a little bit of time to do it, so if you could just wait and finish it all, then everything will be just fine and dandy, and you just have to do it properly. Just don't mess anything up. Check the spellings, type the command, enter, click Y to proceed with installation. It takes really long, so when doing this, just have the patience to do so, and work the courage to have the patience to do so. So thank you. Just wait and then finish it all, and then we will proceed to the next step. So after this, you can see that the name root arch linux user is in there, so we could input another command. So following up with our inputs of command, systemctl start capital N. Don't forget the capital when we're typing these words or the other words that are in the command manager. So with that out of the way, you could type in another one. So just be patient when typing all of this. This will make sense after we finished of all these words. Network manager. See? You just have to be patient. nmtui. See, we just have to make sure to connect to Wi-Fi. Activate the connection. Wired connection. Go back. Edit the connection. Wired connection. So system will say. Activate the connection. Wired connection. Activate. Edit the connection. Add Ethernet Wi-Fi. There it is. Profile name is our Wi-Fi name. So just going here, finding the Wi-Fi name, going to my settings here, call it the underscore. It's okay, enter. Device, enter SSD, SSID. Mode client, access point, security WPA2. We can go click on settings in our option or in our devices, and it will show that WPA2, and password. Password is what's your password in the internet? So we can just do this. Okay, we just show password if need be. This identical MAC address, configuration automatic click connect, automatically connect, and then click OK. So that's all. Just click on OK. Follow the MAC address to configuration automatic show available to all users. And we could just go right here and then user add, and you will your user add that space dash m space dash g wheel. Wait, user add dash wheel user.
User already exists, so since we have created one, you could just set to create your user. If you didn't do anything, password, and see your user to switch user, pacman. We could use this to switch user, but since we already created one, we're just good with that. So we have pacman dash space dash s click y, download it, and we could just chill with it. To make sure that we didn't miss anything, if you're just trying to make sure that you have something there, or to make sure that you didn't do anything wrong, you can type systemctl list unit files state equals enabled, as it will show over there that some are disabled, so we just have to make sure that those are not. So in doing this, let's do this again, shall we? Let's input all the commands, make sure that we did everything right, and make sure that we did it all. So after all this, if you've done every bit of the commands that I have just in the description, you could go ahead and click or enter reboot. Should go back all the way here. Then touch Linux. We just have to wait again. It takes time, but you know, it takes some getting used to wait like that. So you can just chill. So we're presented with this. Our name is the user. That's what we've created. So user 1 2 3 4 5. We just log in, and it should take us right in the home page. Hey, see? We did it. And that's all that I have for today. So thank you for listening, and thank you for following along with my instructions, and have a good day, and use it as it if you want. Thank you.